Welcome back, everyone. Turns out today is National Breadstick Day.
Love me some breadsticks.
And the folks at All Recipes have provided something a little crazy for us. Or should I say, a crazy bread. See what we did there?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's crazy.
By the way, All Recipes is owned and operated by our parent company, the
Meredith Corporation.
All right.
Salute.
Go.
Okay, oh, you want me to go?
Yes.
All right, so here's what you got to do. You got to preheat the oven to 400. Done.
We are doing
You
that.
got to grease 2 baking sheets.
Done.
Done. You got to dissolve
All
yeast.
of this, by the way, was what was being done.
Yes.
As we were on the air,
was
thinking
all
that we
part
were
of the
going to
plan.
be able to do all of this.
It was all part of the plan. They were going to do
Go
that.
ahead.
Then they dissolved yeast in 2 pinches of white sugar and some warm water in a bowl. You got to let that stand for about 5 minutes until it forms a creamy foam. I think, we're
Okay,
close. We're
fine.
close.
What?
All right, now we get to our portion. You got to mix 4 cups of flour here.
Right.
Hot water.
All of the hot water goes in.
Let's say yes. How much hot water? Oh man, that seems like a lot of water. 3 tablespoons of sugar.
We already did that.
Okay, and salt in a
How much
large
salt?
mixing bowl. Well, I don't know. That's on
3
the other
tablespoons. All of it.
page. I think it was supposed to be 2 cups of hot water. Oh, you got it? Oh, okay. She said it was good. All right,
That
we're
was 2.
fine. We're totally fine. Seemed like a lot of water. Then, while you're mixing that together, you pour the yeast mixture into the flour mixture and keep mixing. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Keep reading.
Yes.
How am I going to get all this stuff out of this mix? This.
Well,
list?
that sounds like a Kent Earhart problem to me. Let's see. Pour the yeast. Now we have to add the remaining flour. That's here.
Hang on now.
1 cup at a time, but you got to mix well between each one of those additions. Do
It's
I have a
getting
cup?
hard.
Like a 1 cup measuring?
Oh, you don't
what
need
is this?
that. Just add some.
This is a third a cup, so I'll just add as you. Oh, hey, it actually looks like dough. First of all, surprised by that development, I'm going to give you about a cup to get
Throw
her
it in
rolling
different
there.
spots, will you?
Are you criticizing my flour placement? All right, so you got to do that.
I'm starting to get arm cramps.
Well, we could swap off at some point if you do start
You
stiffening up.
You're into the thing now. You know where we are in the recipe.
I know
so
where we
just
are in the
go
recipe.
ahead.
We're adding the flour 1 cup at a time, but you have to mix well between each additions. And basically what we're going to do is continue to work this mixture until you have something that looks like dough. Are you familiar with
Do you
dough?
ever get in there with your hands and do it?
I think you could. What's
Should
wrong
I,
with
though?
that?
Is
Well,
that what you do?
how tidy do you feel
I'm
like
just
you are
asking.
right now?
Who's up on the next segment? Seriously, because I don't want to get all gummed
Oh,
up.
no, you'll be fine. All right, I'm going in with the next cup. And I think, good.
it's getting
She's giving
thick.
you some latex gloves so we don't get any trouble from the city health department.
There's 2 minutes left in this thing.
I'm sure it's going
Are
to
we
be
going to
great.
get there?
Sure, it's gonna
What
be
else has
great.
to be added?
That's it for the adding. All right, that's it for
What
the
is all
adding.
this stuff?
Why? How many gloves how many hands do I have?
Here.
All right.
hurry.
So you got to work until you have a dough. Then you divide it into 2 halves, and each half is going to give you 12 long breadsticks that we will then put on the tray.
We don't have time for that.
We probably don't have time for that. I think I'm with you on that. But that's, you're de-doughing the whisk. We've all been there.
All right.
Yep, all right, yep. So, look at this.
Oh, that's going to work much better.
Look at this. It's like you've done this before.
No, it's sticking to the gloves.
Come over to the Kent Earhart
right, what's
patisserie.
next?
Well, once you feel like you've got the dough, then you divide.
Do what?
Dip your gloves in flour. We're getting pointers from the control room, which was actually pretty good. You're going to divide the dough into 2 halves, and then each half gives you 12 long breadsticks, which
So
we'll
we
put
got to
on the dish. And then once they're on the melted cookie sheet, you put the melted butter and the Parmesan over the breadsticks. They go in the oven, 13 minutes, bada bing, bada bang, you're done.
All right.
So
Wrap it up? You got to be kidding me. You come in here and wrap it up. So do I
You
form these
divide it into half. Yeah, well, that's
How
where
do I do that?
that we'd probably have to throw some flour out onto the countertop and roll these puppies out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with that. So this part might be a wee bit, you want to take about half, and then half of the dough should give you a dozen breadsticks.
I know, but I'm trying to just get one.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Good luck with that. Once it goes on the cookie sheets, then the melted butter and the Parmesan gets sprinkled, and again, it's in the
It
oven.
doesn't roll
And you're good to
out.
go.
It's very gummy.
We're going to continue working on this.
How do you
Master
Does
it,
it say how
perfect
you?
it. No, it literally, oh geez, and I just flipped the page with
Would
my
it
flower
not
hands.
stick to my hands as much as it stick to my
Divide
gloves?
each half into 12 long breadsticks and arrange onto prepared baking sheet. Should be just that easy.
You want to?
We're going to post this recipe on our website, kmov.com/greatday, following the show. And if the planets align, not sure they will, we're going to have these out of the oven by the end of the show. That looks nothing like a breadstick. I think there has to be
It
rolling.
might.
You know what I'm
Read the
saying?
teas. I can't read
Rolling.
the teas.
All
Let me
right.
read the teas.
Still to come here.